Hello and welcome to www.collectinglouisvuitton.com. Today we're doing a Louis Vuitton authentication. This is authentication number 21 and it's for a Viva City bag. Now this is always, I do enjoy authentications where I do actually own the same piece because it makes it easier for me to pull out my piece, or in this case my wife's piece, and compare it to the photos that I've been sent. And this lady here has sent me some wonderful photos. She bought this bag at an upmarket second-hand charity type store, and she's asked me if I think the bag is real or fake. And let's have a look at it. Having a look at it, I've counted the number of LVs on the front. It's 4 across, and also it's got 2 on each pocket, and I've compared it to the one that my wife has, and yes, that all matches up nicely. I've taken particular care to look at where the actual monogram fabric is cut and where they've curved the fabric, and I've compared it to my wife's one, and it all seems in correct proportion there, which is a good sign. The one that this lady has I don't think is quite as nice as my wife's one. My wife's one is in probably a little bit better condition, but that's not to say this one's in bad condition. One thing I did notice here on the front pockets, it's got the little Louis Vuitton brass magnetic holders there, and they seem fine. It's even got Louis Vuitton on it. So on a fake one, you may not see that, so that is a good sign in my opinion. It's got the Viva City collection. The City collection has the red interior, which is quite nice, and often with fakes they'll get the interior color wrong. So that's also, I believe, I give that a tick as well. I've had a look at the stitching on the front pockets because it's not in the traditional orangey color. It's actually in brown to hide the stitching, and compared it to my wife's one, and yes, that's actually correct. So having a look at this bag here, the profile of the top and the bottom, the base of it comes off. I'm pretty happy with that there. The only inside the bag itself there, it's got the Louis Vuitton Paris Made in France leather piece, and I've compared that to my wife's. I did notice my wife's one's actually got 9 stitches across, whereas this one's got 8 stitches across there, which is probably in this case here. Sometimes there's no set rules to say it must be exactly this, and particularly if my wife's piece and this lady's piece can be at different ages or made in a different factory, there might be very subtle variances there. So I'm not overly concerned with that. The font for that leather tag where it says Louis Vuitton Paris Made in France, that looks nice and proper. I don't have any problem with that. One thing I was pleased about was the actual mobile phone holder inside the bag itself there, and that does look right as well. Often the fakes will just have a curved piece of fabric there, so this has got the proper mobile phone holder, so that does give it a good. I'm just a little bit. It's got the little date tag there. I don't know whether it's just the photos there, but the LV on the brassware, little brass rivet there, doesn't seem perfect, but that's possibly just a variation from the photo. It's that in its own thing doesn't overly concern me there. So what's my verdict on this bag here? I think, in my opinion there, I'm 99% sure it's real. And the reason I say that is because the interior's got the mobile phone holder, the number of LVs, where the monogram canvas is cut is exactly the same as my wife's. That particular handle on this one here is quite a thick leather handle, and the stitching and that there seems all in accordance. So I'm quite happy with this piece here. I'm going to give it the tick. This piece is genuine. Thanks very much for watching this video, and don't forget to come to my free Louis Vuitton reference library website, www.collectinglouisvuitton.com. Thank you.